Today we will look at combining like terms and the distributive property. First, let's consider some basic vocabulary words. A variable is a letter or symbol that represents a varying or changing quantity. For example, if I was to say 6 plus n, then the n would be the variable. A constant is a quantity that has a fixed value and does not change. It's a term without a variable or a normal number. For example, in x plus 5, the number 5 is the constant. A coefficient is a number which multiplies a variable. For example, 2y plus 7 has a coefficient of 2. The 2 is multiplied by the y. Remember, if we have a coefficient, we do not have to write the times symbol. A term is one part of an algebraic expression which may be a number, a variable, or a product of both. For example, if we have the expression a plus 3b minus 8, the first term, a, is a variable. The second term, 3b, is a variable multiplied by a number. And the third term, negative 8, is a number. An expression is a mathematical phrase that combines numbers and/or variables using mathematical operations. For example, 1/2 times the quantity, j minus 4k, is all added to 9. Finally, we have equation, when two expressions are equal to one another. For example, x plus 1 equals 7 means that x plus 1 has the same value as 7. Now, let us consider the distributive property, where a times the quantity b plus c is equal to ab plus bc. Basically, we take the outside number a and multiply it by all of the terms inside of parentheses. Let's first consider example A. We have 4 times the quantity x plus 5. 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times 5 is 5. We keep the plus. Now let's consider the second example, B. If we multiply 5 by 7, we get 35, and then we multiply 5 by x to get 5x. We keep the minus sign in the middle. Now let's consider example C. We will multiply the 2 in front of parentheses by y to get 2y. We multiply the 2 by the 3 to get 3 times 2, which is 6. And then we multiply the 2 times x to get 2x. Keep the signs. And we get a new expression of 2y plus 6 minus 2x. Now we will look at how the distributive property is used to solve equations. First, let's look at example D. We will perform the distributive property because we have parentheses. So 3 times 2y is 6y, because 3 times 2 is 6, and then we multiply by y. And then 3 times 8 is 24, and we keep the negative. On the other side, we just have 6. No distributive property. We then have to get y by itself. To do so, first, we will keep 6y together, and we'll get rid of this minus 24. Well, the opposite of subtracting 24, or the inverse operation, would be adding 24. So let's do that to both sides. Remember, whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other. Now, we have 6y equals 6 plus 24 is 30. Now, the inverse operation of multiplying by 6 would be dividing by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1, so we're left with y. And 30 divided by 6 is 5, so y equals 5. Now, let's look at example E. The left side just has 18, so we're going to leave it alone. But the right side has parentheses, so we're going to use the distributive property. Negative 6 times positive 6 is a negative 36. And then negative 6 times a positive 3x is a negative 18x. Once again, we have to get x by itself. So to start with, we're going to leave the term that includes x alone, and we're going to get rid of this negative 36, which is the same thing as subtracting 36. The inverse operation for subtracting is adding, so we're going to add 36 to both sides. Now, 18 plus 36 leaves us with 54, and positive 36 and negative 36 cancel out, so we are left with negative 18x on the other side. To get x by itself, instead of multiplying by negative 18, the inverse operation would be to divide by negative 18 on both sides. Once we divide, we get a negative 3 is equal to x, because negative 18 divided by negative 18 is 1. That means that x is negative 3. Now, let's look at combining like terms. To combine like terms means to add terms with the same variable. Since constants do not have a variable, you can add all constants together as well. First, let's look at example F. Notice how 9x and negative x both have the variable x. That means we can combine them. 9x minus 1x is 8x. Now, why did we put a 1 in front? Well, because if there's no coefficient, no number before the variable, then the coefficient is always 1. Now, notice how both 16 and minus 2 do not have a variable. Therefore, we can combine them. 16 minus 2 is 14. Since this is positive, we're going to have a final answer of 8x plus 14. Now, let's look at example G and do the same thing. 1 is a constant, so we're going to look for our other constants. In this case, 5. 1 plus 5 gives us a total of 6. Now, 8y has a y in it. Let's look for other terms that also have the variable y. In this case, we have 2y. 8y plus 2y gives us 10y. This is positive, so once we combine like terms, we get 6 plus 10y. Next, let's look at examples of equations where we might use combining like terms. On the left side, we have the variable y in multiple places. So we're going to say negative 12y plus 4y is negative 8y. Negative 70 is the only constant, so we will subtract 70 from that. On the other side, 2 is the only term, so we're going to leave it alone. Now, let's solve for y. First, we're going to leave the negative 8y term alone, and we're going to get rid of that minus 70. The inverse of subtracting 70 is adding 70, so we're going to do that to both sides. And we get negative 8y. Negative 70 plus 70 is 0, so we get rid of that. And that is equal to 2 plus 70, which is 72. Now, to get y by itself, we will need to get rid of the negative 8. The inverse of multiplying by negative 8 is dividing by negative 8. Negative 8 divided by negative 8 is 1, so we are left with y. On the other side, 72 divided by negative 8 is negative 9. So, y is equal to negative 9. Now, let's look at the last example, I. Here, we have the 8x and negative 6x as our like terms. 8 minus 6 is 2x. Once again, we only have a single constant, in this case minus 25. And on the other side, we only have a single term, negative 35. To solve for this, we're going to do the inverse of subtracting 25, which is adding 25. And whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other to keep it balanced. The negative 25 and positive 25 cancel, and we are left with 2x is equal to negative 35 plus 25, which is negative 10. Now, to get x by itself, we're going to do the inverse of multiplying by 2, which is dividing by 2. and whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other, leaving us with x is equal to negative 5.